The boy you are seeing here has a disability, but is able to recite the Quran very fluently.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا ناجيتم الرسول فقدموا بين يدي نجواكم صدقة ذلك خير لكم وأطهر فإن لم تجدوا فإن الله غفور رحيم.
For the past few days that I've been creating videos, I always talk about the miracles for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through His creations. And today is not going to be any different, because the boy you see on the screen here has a disability. And although he has a problem as such, but he is able to read the Quran from his head.
فأقيموا الصلاة وآتوا الزكاة وأطيعوا.
From the start of the video, you hear judges giving him verses to recite, indicating that this is a competition that he has joined.
أشفقتم. Can you repeat أعيد الآية. أشفقتم
أن تقدموا بين يدي نجواكم أأشفقتم أن تقدموا بين يدي نجواكم صدقات فإن لم تتولوا فتاب الله.
فإذ لم تفعلوا.
You see, brothers and sisters in Islam, I always sit here to tell you about the miracles for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And these miracles cannot only be found in trees or in seas or inanimate objects, but the living creatures for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are also a sign to prove His existence for Allah. This is because scientists, although use science to try to explain things that are beyond their understanding, there has to be a way that we can relate to them and tell them that no, there are things that prove there is a creator, and that creator is what is looking upon us. Because you can't tell me that with this disability it is easy to memorize the Quran or to even talk like how he is doing. Things like these are rare in humans, so when you find them, it should just remind you of the blessings and the mercies for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I'm really happy. At the same time, I'm sad. This is because there are people watching me right now. There are people that are walking on the earth that are fit, that they can run, they can walk, they can eat whatever they want to eat, they can do whatever they want to do for themselves, but they neglect the Quran. They don't even know how to read the Quran, and they don't bother learning it for Allah. They are so focused on getting the riches of this dunya, forgetting that one day they are going to pass away, and all the wealth that they've gained will be misused in their absence. You see, it is a good sign if you realize that you are a person who likes the Quran, and if you neglect the Quran and your business is booming, and you think that it is your decision that is making the business to be successful, or your hard working that is making the business to be successful, then that is a false. This is because it could be a test that is coming from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and if you are not mindful of this test, you are going to fail. You are going to continue neglecting the Quran. You are going to continue pulling yourself away from the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, "Ala bi dhikrillahi tatma'innul qulub," that indeed in the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then the heart finds peace. So my brother, my sister, return back to Allah. Let the Quran be your daily bread. And if you are too busy to read it, just listen to it. Let it be part of you, like how you make music, your daily routine. And when you start doing this, watch and see what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will do for your life. This brings us to the end of today's video on Did You Know? If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our content when we produce them. If you want more people to see this video, consider liking this video. And if you have a question or a suggestion, drop it down in the comment section below. With this, I say to you, brothers and sisters in Islam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will guide you. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect you. So pray to Him, for He said in the Quran, Udu'uni astajib lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.